Good evening. It's actually 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We are going to play some music today. This is going to be some music I love. Let me get this set up here. I'm probably going to be touching the phone occasionally too. I'm going to play a set. This is the first time I've ever played the set. It's going to be my first time playing a lot of these songs. I hope you have fun. Hope you enjoy it. This is dedicated to all Black Americans and all Black people who have rejected America and themselves as an American because of the pain that it's caused them. This is the civil rights set. We always talk about civil rights, but we never think about civil right, you know? So, let's change that. Let's make something great. It's going to be 13 songs. Really, it's 12. This is going to be my first time playing them. Some of them I've obviously played before. Some of them you'll be able to tell I have not. Hopefully, some of you won't be able to tell which is which. Hopefully that's a good thing. Yeah. Maybe it's not a good thing. And maybe you won't be able to tell because, it's so bad you can't swing it either way. Can't figure out which one it is. But I hope you enjoy it. By the way, in order to truly say, like, hey, by the way, I know that I'm a white guy doing this shit, these are all songs that were written by people that wanted to tell the story. All white guys that wanted to tell the story of Black people, participate and tell the story of Black folk, They loved all this, and it's great. And so all the songs that we're going to hear are from two individuals I love very much. One's a journalist, or one's a poet, or is it the other way around? Bob Dylan and Phil Oakes. Absolutely love them. Should we do this one? Should we do... This one's also... This is the first track. This is a song by Bob Dylan. Some of the songs I'm going to say the name before. Some of the songs I'm going to say the name after. This one I'm going to say before because, God damn it, you know it. This is Blowing in the Wind. I'm going to talk about the song after, about what it means. I really hope you enjoy it. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea. Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and say he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer's blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? Well, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. That's a beautiful song, and it's a fantastic song, and it's a perfect song. I love it very much. This is by Sir Bob Dylan. My God. So good. What's blowing in the wind? What is it that's blowing in the wind? The answer, apparently. What does that mean? What does it mean that the answer is blowing in the wind, right? Well, if you really want to deeply understand this, I think you should read Ecclesiastes. In the book of Ecclesiastes, we hear about how meaningless everything is repeatedly. But the word used for meaningless, there's a couple words used. Sometimes it's vain, right? It's really just about me. But meaningless usually means I grab it and it slips through my fingers like air, like vapor, like smoke. And we feel this way about everything. We feel this way about ourselves. We reach for ourselves and we don't find it, and we grab at it like air. We reach for others and we grab at it like air. We reach for knowledge, for understanding, for truth, for wisdom, for justice. And we grab at it and we grab at it like air. And so we can choose then, though, how we understand this. What does it mean that it disappears like air? Well, in one sense, it means it's replaced with one other thing. That thing is either nothing, which in our world it often is, or In heaven, it's replaced with God. God's here, though. So what you're going to hear is about this story that's basically the gospel. You're going to hear about a people that are crucified, and you are the resurrection. Okay? I'm going to tell you the first half of this album, the first half of me singing these songs, right, is going to be me telling you one simple thing. It's me telling you about the crucifixion of a people. And it's me trying to give you a little bit of hope throughout that, but I'm usually just talking about this crucifixion. And then we got to move on. We got to talk about what you're going to do today. What happened after the crucifixion? When all black people were crucified, and all black people died in 1965, in 1968. Right? When all the assassinations were finished, and all the riots happened, and all the riots were done, what do we do? That's what this is about. I hope you like this. All right, so doing like a radio show style, chit-chatting in between. Next, we're going to do another great song. This one I'm going to tell you the name later. This is a song that continues on this simple crucifixion point. It's great. It's about how there is too many martyrs. Too many people. We only needed the one. We needed Jesus. Why do we have all these others? We have a nice car alarm going off outside. Hope you enjoy. Oh, it's turned off now? Okay. We'll see. Hopefully it goes off again. I can harmonize. A boy of 14 years got a taste of Southern law. And he saw his friend a-hanging, and his color was his crime. And the blood upon his jacket left a brand upon his mind. Well, too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies and too many empty words were said. Too many times for too many angry men. Oh, let it never be again. Oh, let it never be again. Ah, shoot. Oh my gosh, what? 1 second. I thought this had all the chords. It does not have, or all the lyrics. It doesn't have all the lyrics. And it put them in the wrong spot. That was horrible. I'm going to restart this, actually. I'm so sorry, but you're going to need to sustain. You're going to need to deal with this. This is a Phil Ochs song, by the way. Phil Ochs. Ochs is spelled O-C-H-S. Not like the oak tree. He's incredible. He's the reason why I'm playing, and he's the reason why I'm telling you this story. In the state of Mississippi, many years ago, a boy of 14 years got a taste of Southern law. He saw his friend a-hanging, and his color was his crime. And the blood upon his jacket left a brand upon his mind. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies, too many empty words were said. Too many times for too many angry men. Oh, let it never be again. His name was Medgar Evers, and he walked his road alone, like Emmett Till and 1,000s more whose names we'll never know. They tried to burn his house, and they beat him to the ground. But deep inside they both knew what it would took to bring them down. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies and too many empty words were said. Too many times for too many angry men. Oh, let it never be again. The killer waited by his home, hidden by the night, as ever stepped out from his car into the rifle sight. He slowly squeezed the trigger, and the bullet left his side. It struck the heart of every man whenever this felon died. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies, too many empty words were said. Too many times for too many angry men. Oh, let it never be again. And they laid him in his grave while the bugle sounded clear. And they laid him in his grave when the victory was near. While we waited for the future and freedom for the land, the country gained a killer, the country lost a man. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies and too many empty words were said. Too many times for too many angry men. Oh, please God, let it never be again. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies and too many empty words were said. And too many times and too many men. Lord, let it never be again. Yeah. I'm bad at singing, so sorry when I screw up with singing. I'm practicing singing, so I gotta let go occasionally, and it's gonna be bad these first few times. This is a demo, guys. This is not the official. This is the first draft, okay? That's what you're reading here. Hope you enjoy that. Here's another one. This one, I changed the lines of that ones because you gotta be praying to God to not have more martyrs, right? But we mean martyrs as in those who have died. We mean martyrs as in anti-martyrs. And all the anti-martyrs are martyrs and all the martyrs are anti-martyrs. Because every killer is a martyr. Because they truly die. And they are truly eliminated from all of history. Too many people have died. It's a sad thing. It's a very sad thing. Too many people have died. Too many people choose death. This one is a folk song This one actually is an African American song, but I know it from Bob Dylan, so I'm going to sing you the Bob Dylan version. It's awesome. I hope you enjoy this. I'm gonna get a drink first. Mary wore 3 links of chain, and every link was Jesus' name. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Got a lovely little lavender coffee. I love eating flowers. It's so good. Mary wore 3 links of chain, and every link was Jesus' name. Keep a hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, keep a hand on that plow, hold on. Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John, all them prophets, so good and gone. Keep a hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. And I've never been to heaven, but I've been told the streets up there are lined with gold. And keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Dig my grave with a bloody spade, and see that my digger gets well paid. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on. That gospel line gets mighty hot. Just hang on with all you got. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. When I get to the glory land, gonna play in that glorious hand. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. And Mary wore 3 lengths of chain, and every length was Jesus' name. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Sing incredible. I love that song. It's fantastic. Listen, I'm not telling you to be religious. Especially, I don't know who you are. You know, I don't know if you're white, you're black. I don't know who you are listening to this. But I don't know. You could be yellow for all I care. You can be red. You can be a fucking rainbow, right? Whatever. You can be the ants listening to this. Next to whoever's playing it. Maybe the ant is playing it. Maybe you're the ant. You, little ant. I'm talking to you. People get non-religious for a lot of reasons. And it's completely fair. But, like... it's a religious thing to become non-religious. You know, Jesus became non-religious like at one moment in his entire life, and that was on the cross for half a second, right? Less than that, and he overcame it. You gotta overcome it. That's the whole point of everything. If you overcome the sadness you feel, you can start enjoying life with others, and it's really nice to enjoy life with others. But I mean, Nina Simone says in Mississippi Goddamn that she's forgotten how to pray. And that's because of Mississippi. Fuck Mississippi. Right? Every one of these songs is saying fuck something. And that's how you can tell what the themes are. This one's telling you fuck hopelessness. Okay? Because I'm not going to tell you about the history of black people for you to come here at the end of it and go, there's just nothing for us to do. Fuck that. If you wanna have that conclusion, go right ahead. I have shit I have to do. I gotta sing you a song to kick you in the ass to get you to do something. You gotta fucking do something. That's Bob Dylan's point. That's Phil Oak's point. That's my point. That's Nina Simone's point. It's Malcolm X's point. MLK's. Medgar Evers. Absolutely. Next one we have to sing here is going to be a real sad one. It's one that makes me, I genuinely get really angry when I sing this song. And I can't do it for too long. Or I just cry. Like, it's just really easy. It's really easy to break down and cry. And it's fine to break down and cry. It's good to break down and cry. But too much of something that makes you cry a lot. And you don't want to do that on the recording. You're supposed to stow away and cry, you know? Here's a song that makes me stow away and cry. Oh my God. Oh, that song was called Gospel Plow, by the way, the last one. It was a hymnal. That's a classic song. I did it differently. I did it differently than Dylan does it. I tried going slower just to sing it better. And I love just, if you stretch those hymns out and you like throat sing them, it's so fun. It's so glorious. That's how you get those like shanty sounding songs. But anyway, this song's metal as fuck. And it's dark as fuck. And that's probably why it's metal as fuck. I mean, you need everything to go with everything to get to these depths. Hopefully I can get to these depths. I want to show you this. 'Twas down in Mississippi. It's always in fucking Mississippi. I haven't started yet, so I can scream first. It's always in fuck Mississippi. Fuck Mississippi. God damn. God damn it. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god. Fuck Mississippi. Oh, fuck Chicago. I love Chicago. I love Chicago more than anything. 'Twas down in Mississippi. Not so long ago, when a young boy from Chicago town walked in a southern door, and this boy's frightful tragedy I still remember well. The color of his skin was black, and his name was Emmett Till. Some men, they dragged him to a barn, and there they beat him up. And they said they had a reason, but I can't remember what. They tortured him, and they did some things too evil to repeat. And there was screaming sounds from inside the barn. There was laughing on the street. And then they rolled his body down a gulf amidst a blood-red rain, and they threw him in the waters wide to cease his screaming pain. And the reason that they killed him there, and I'm sure that it ain't no lie, was 'cause he was a black-skinned boy, and so he was born to die. Stop the United States from yelling for a trial, two brothers, they confessed that they had killed poor Emmett Till. But on the jury there were men who helped the brothers commit this awful crime. So this trial was a mockery, but nobody there seemed to mind. I saw the morning papers, and I couldn't bear to see those smiling brothers walking down those courthouse stairs. For the jury found them innocent, and the brothers, they went free. Well, Emmett's body still floats the foam of a Jim Crow southern sea. If you can't speak out against this kind of thing, a crime that is just so unjust, your eyes are filled with dead man's dirt, and your mind, it's filled with dust. And your arms and legs, they must be in shackles and chains, and your blood, it must refuse to flow. For you to let this human race fall down so god-awful low. This song is just a reminder to remind your fellow man that this kind of thing still lives today in that Ghost Road Ku Klux Klan and in Nick Fuentes. But if all us folk that think alike, if we'd give all that we could give, we could make this great land of ours a better place to live. It was down in Mississippi not so long ago, when a young boy from Chicago town walked through a southern door. And this boy's frightful tragedy, you should all remember it well. The color of his skin was black, and his name was Emmett Till. And the reason that they killed him there, and I'm sure that it ain't no lie, was just for the fun of killing him. Nobody there seemed to mind. Yeah, so that's that. This is clearly the next part. I don't know if you got that. This is the next section of the album. Oh god. It gets heavy. It's really hard. I don't know if you've ever been like in a classroom where you've learned about this stuff. I have, and it can be really soul draining. It can. And it should be, you know? I mean, if it's not soul draining to you, how could it not be? No, how don't you get it? Oh. Alright. Next song. So, that was The Death of Emmett Till. It's a Bob Dylan song. It's fantastic. This song Bob Dylan played at the Civil Rights March. And he kind of never played it again after like 1964. I think the reason why is because I really think he sort of stopped believing in it after around 1965. He just stopped believing in the message. The message is, hey, it's not like the people's fault. Like these guys that killed Emmett Till, it's not their fault. It's the institution not doing justice that makes the whole thing fall apart. We shouldn't be looking at those men and hating those men. We should be looking at the fact that those men weren't punished. And we should be hating that. And we're going to hear more about this later on in another song. This is a good song. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. By the way, trigger warning. Obviously, like the whole thing should have been triggered warning, obviously, but this one, I'm never going to say the N-word in any of this, for God's sakes. But in this song uses the word Negro. I'm gonna use that word. It just meant black people. And you have like official organizations made by black individuals using the name. And so if it's a part of the poem, like I'm not going to cry about it. If you do, tell me about it and tell me how I should never do it again. But until someone does that, I'm using the word. He's singing the song right. Because that's the song. It's probably why he never sang it again. He probably hated fucking saying that word. It's probably fucking embarrassing. Stayed in 1964 for a reason. Unfortunately, we need to hear it today. I'm sorry. If you haven't heard it, listen close. It's a great song. I mean, don't let any of that dissuade you from thinking it's a fucking fantastic song. Especially if you're white. Oh my god, you need the song if you're white. I'm kidding. I only mean love. A bullet from the back of a bush. It took Medgar Evers' blood. A finger fired the trigger to his name, and the handle hid out in the dark. A hand set the spark, and two eyes took their aim behind a man's brain, and he can't be blamed. He's only a pawn in their game. The point of this song is something along the lines of, don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. Don't hate the racist, but hate his racism. And do this towards yourself. You should hate yourself because you are a racist. You are a racist. Everyone's racist. And the only way, if you think you're not racist, you are racist. That's how you are racist. Whenever you put yourself above other people and go, no, I'm not like those people below me. That's being racist. Okay, you have to understand that you're racist, and only by knowing that you're racist can you possibly ever become not racist. You understand? This is important, white people. Listen. No, I'm just kidding. It's important for everyone. This is important for the ants. Ants, fucking tune in. You guys have world wars. You guys know ants have world wars? Oh my god. They gotta learn this point. Should have learned this point yesterday. Humans have world wars. What the fuck? We should know better. We don't know better than the ants. Okay. A South politician preaches to the poor white man. You got more than the blacks, don't complain. And you're better than them. You've been born with white skin, they explain. And the Negro's name is used, it is plain, for the politician's gain, as he rises to fame, as the poor white remains on the caboose of the train, and it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. The deputy sheriffs, the soldiers, and the governors get paid. And the marshals and cops, they get the same. But the poor white man is used in the hands of them all like a tool. You Trump supporters, sing this line with me, will you? He's taught in his school, from the start by the rule, that the laws are with him to protect his white skin, to keep up his hate, so he never thinks straight about the shape that he's in. But it ain't him to blame. No, it ain't, 'cause why? He's only a pawn in their game. You should never need to explain a song. That's probably why Bob Dylan stopped playing this. Because I love explaining this song. I'm an explainer, though. I like talking. The poverty shacks, he looks from the cracks to the tracks. And the hoofbeats pound in his brain. And he's taught how to walk in a pack, shoot in the back with his fist in a clinch, to hang and to lynch, to hide beneath a hood, to kill with no pain, like a dog on a chain, and he ain't got no name. It ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. Today, Medgar Evers was buried from the bullet he caught. They lowered him down like a king. But when the shadowy sun sets on the one that fired the gun, and you'll see by his grave, on the stone that remains, carved next to his name, that he is only a pawn in those evil men's game. This song does something that's very important, which is interesting. It's a very late teaching. If you want to overcome racism, you have to overcome hate itself, because that's what racism is. And if you hate racists, you won't overcome the racism. If you hate racism, even, you won't overcome racism. But you have to. You have to hate it completely. And somehow through love it can be overcome. I don't know how. I've mentioned, by the way, Trump supporters and Nick Fuentes. I want to put this out there. I do believe that there's a modern white nationalist movement. And I do believe that this hate that we are talking about in these songs is just as present as it is today, as it was in 1965, as it was in 1920, as it was in 1870, as it was in 1860, as it was in 1820, as it was in 1619. As it was when they crucified Christ. The men that put Jesus out to die, those are the people that I'm criticizing. Now, I'm saying this from a religious perspective. You got to think religiously for half a second to understand what I'm saying. If you don't want to, that's fair. Look, I understand that pain. I'm not trying to make you religious. I'm not trying to convert you. You can be an atheist and believe everything as I do. You just have to, instead of giving it all to God, giving it all to Jesus, you have to give it all to love, Or you gotta give it all to the nothingness. I give it to Jesus. I give it to happiness. I give it to love. And it makes me happy because of that. It's the only way that I know how to survive a day. You know? Whenever I feel that hatred in my heart, whenever I feel that racism, what do? I have to pray. I have to turn towards God. I have to give up those parts of myself that are getting in the way of myself. Because I don't believe that's my true self. You know? And I'm worse than Paul. I'm horrible. I've done horrible things. I've said horrible things. And I'm sorry. I feel like that's also the message of America. I feel like America has done horrible things. And I think it's time for America to recognize what they have done and say sorry. I don't think there's anything else to do. This song is about that. Another sip of flower coffee. Oh my gosh, I love flowers. Love Flower Lady. If you listen to Flower Lady by Phil Oakes, there's him performing this live. That song, Flower Lady. You'll be able to recognize it when you hear this. It's or he when he performs it live, you hear that noise, and he at the beginning he says, Phil Oakes says something along the lines of, the song calls for the violent overthrow of the government. And then some people are cheering and clapping, and he says, but he's already interrupted them. He says, I'm only kidding. And then he points at the people that are cheering and clapping, and he says, get them. And then he laughs, and he goes back to his guitar. Highly suggest listening to that. It's a great song. I'm not doing it in this set. You'll have to listen to me somewhere else. I'll make a whole set based on it. How about that? So you'll be able to recognize it. Call it the Flower Set. Come and take a walk with me. Come take a walk with me through this green and growing land. Walk through the meadows and the mountains and the sand. Walk through the valleys, rivers, and the plains. Walk through the sun and walk through the rain. For here is a land full of power and glory, beauty that words cannot recall. For her power shall rest on the strength of her freedom, and glory shall rest on us all. Right? So, what does this mean? Real quick, let's take a break mid-song. What does it mean? Sorry, the guitar hit the table. What does this mean? Come and take a walk. This green and growing land. You gotta be free in order to be able to enjoy the natural beauty of America. And if you aren't, what happens? You don't see it. You really do miss it. And it's a horrible thing because we make others not free all the time. We make others not free whenever we get angry at them. Whenever we tell them we know better. Whenever we tell them that they're doing something wrong. All right. From Colorado, Kansas, and the Carolinas to Virginia and Alaska, from the old to the new, Texas and Ohio and the California shore. Oh, tell me who could ask for more? For here's a land full of power and glory, that beauty that words cannot recall. For her power shall rest on the strength of her freedom, and glory will rest on us all. Yet she's only as free, she's only as rich as poorest of the poor, and she's only as free as the padlocked prison door, only as strong as our love for this land, only as tall as we stand. For here is a land full of power and glory, beauty that words cannot recall. For her power shall rest on the strength of her freedom, glory shall rest on us all, on us all. But our land is still troubled by men who have to hate, and they twist away our freedom, and they twist away our fate. And fear is their weapon, and treason is their cry. And we can stop them if we try. Here is a land full of power and glory, and beauty that words cannot recall. For power shall rest on the strength of her freedom, and glory it shall rest on us all, on us all. Great song. Oh, it's beautiful. Love that song. Power and Glory. Phil Oakes. Last verse that I sang, which was not the chorus, but the last verse, was written by Sonny Oakes. If you know Phil Oakes, you know who Sonny is. I'm not going to get into it. Okay. Next song. That's the one about America, and that's what I'm singing to all of America. That's what we got to sing to all of America. That's what America is singing to us, and that's what we are singing to America. That's what I'm singing to you. That's what America's singing to you, and that's what you are already singing to America. Oh, all right. Let's do another fantastic song. We're changing gears again. Clearly, America. The America song is where I change gears. We're moving out of our Malcolm X and MLK sections. The MLK section was first bit, the first couple of songs. Malcolm X was the last couple of songs I just sang. America is sort of this tipping point, and this is that real tipping point, right? So this is the last one to move us to the post-apocalypse, okay? Actually, this whole thing is after the apocalypse, and this whole thing is leading up to the apocalypse. But I'm telling you, this is the apocalypse. This is the song that's the apocalypse. You having fun? Should I give you a second? I'll let you breathe. I'll let you take a second. I'm going to get a drink of water. We're going to sing a great song. Just a second here. This is the apocalypse. The apocalypse is a time of great change. I am about to sing the times they are a-changing. Ooh, doggy. Yes, they are. Don't you know it? Don't I know it? Doesn't God know it? I'm in my house, by the way. If you're like, where the hell is Maverick walking around? Now you know, I'm at my home. In my lovely abode. I'm in the Abbey. Yeah, I call it the Abbey. I have my wonderful vinyl, have my wonderful books, have my Bible. I don't own anything in my house. The house owns everything. Let me take off my sweatshirt. This really is a time of change, let me tell you. He's changing clothes. Set change. Intermission. This is where the intermission happens. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't worry, I'll give you one more minute. One more minute before I sit down. I won't even start singing at 1 minute. You got time. Yeah, if you want to hear... I do that breathing thing. It helps practice lung capacity because you got to do that as a singer. You want to hear me sing, you're going to want to skip ahead to 103. Yeah, that's when it's happening. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to tell you at 103 I was fucking with you. I hope you didn't skip ahead. You're a piece of shit if you did. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for staying. I'll tell you at 103 where to actually skip ahead to. I'm walking away. I'm peeing. Don't listen. Hope a real fan gets their grubby little paws on this one. Fucking post it on YouTube. I'll post all my sets there. And they're probably all about like 2 hours long. It's like a movie. And it's awesome to be able to perform a movie. I mean, I do a movie a day, basically, because I watch a movie and then I try to watch a movie. I try to play guitar, you know. I try to engage with art, talk to people still, get outside. It's good to relax. Not enough people relax. There's a bunch of other songs you should know. Desolation Row is a great one. Anything by Bob Dylan, everything by Phil Oakes, you should know that. Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of inspirations. There's a lot of people I really love. I'm going to mention them in a second here. Welcome. If you skipped ahead, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for being here. I'm not singing yet. I fucked with you. You're gonna skip ahead again. Or just fucking don't, because I'll be singing in a second here. But I've been fucking with you. Sorry. I want to talk about inspirations real quick. You're gonna skip ahead again to 105 if you want to hear the song. Okay. Times they are changing. Inspirations. Bob Dylan, Phil Oakes. For this, I drew a lot on Sam Cooke. He's fantastic. He's so good. I love these foolish things. If you don't know that song, you should listen to that song. You should watch the Drunk History video if you don't know the history of the song itself. It's a song that, like, there's so much pain already associated with it. A change is gonna come. I'm not singing that here because it's a painful song. And I don't want to sing a song that's from... I want to sing from this outsider perspective and acknowledge myself as an outsider. And so that's why I'm not singing, like, any of Nina's songs, for instance. There's also great songs about Nina. Like Hosier's Nina Cried Power. If you don't know Nina Cried Power, there's everyone he names there is someone that we should listen to and know inside and out. Lead Belly's fantastic. I love speeches. I love Fred Hampton. You can look up Fred Hampton speeches. The audio's dog shit, but it's great. All right, we're going to get singing. Come gather. Oh my gosh, too loud. You're not going to hear a goddamn thing if I play it that loud. Come gather round people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changin'. Oh. I like that more. Technically it's... but I like that D in between. It's nice. I like it. I don't play harmonica, so I gotta do something a little more in between. That's how he keeps attention. I don't know if you've noticed. I watched a video about that. It's Dylanology is a contradiction, but it's great. Okay, anyway. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel is still in spin, and there's no telling who that it's naming. 'Cause the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are a-changin'. Senators, congressmen, please heed the call. And don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall. For he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled the battle outside raging. Will soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are a-changin'. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, and do not criticize what you cannot understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. I'm king of them, I should know. I'm stillborn. I'm the youngest person there's ever been, because I'm stillborn, motherfucker, you know? I was born dead. You know what I mean? Just low-key traumatize anyone that has any trauma associated with that. Everyone has trauma associated with that. Everyone has trauma associated with everything. Everything should constantly be hurting you. Else, how do you feel anything, you know? Don't tell everyone you're constantly hurting, but, like, you should feel that, you know? I hope people hate me. I hope they know I love them. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging, and please get out of the new one if you can't lend your hand, for the times they are a-changin'. Kurt Cobain is the king of... Kurt Cobain was stillborn. That's really who it is. I'm not Kurt Cobain. I wish I was Kurt Cobain. Everyone wants to be Kurt Cobain. Everyone wants to be Bob Dylan. Everyone wants to be everyone. We're so jealous. I'm so jealous. I don't even know who I am. I'm more of my jealousy than I am any one individual. That's why I'm like pastiche, you know? Anyone know the word pastiche? Anyone take a modern art class and learned about postmodern art where you take things apart and take random shit like magazines and then collage them, put them together? Pastiche. Anyone learn about the death of music? Anyone know why Mark Fisher killed himself? I can't figure it out, guys. I don't know. I don't get it. Why did he kill himself? Why did he think music stopped? The Strokes are... He was like, the Strokes are like clearly 80s. What the fuck is... Yeah, they're inspired. What do you mean there's no music, no new musical instruments? Fucking my voice is a new musical instrument. I hope he's in heaven. I know he's in heaven. I just detuned my guitar. I should have probably tuned my guitar over the intermission. I might tune it after this. Alright, we gotta do the last line though. Okay? I have to get rid of some of my notifications because it took away the time. For how long I've been recording. Oh! Okay, no. I don't care about Apple stocks. Okay, god damn it. Who gives a shit about Apple stock? Why do I gotta turn those off. I hate my phone. I'm so happy it can record me. I'm so happy you can listen to me from it. Isn't that incredible? God damn. Let's do the last song. This is an incredible song. This is a very sad moment. It's the apocalypse, and it's a happy moment because the apocalypse. No one understands Revelation. Don't fucking read Revelation if you're a Christian. Read the Sermon on the Mount over and over again. Read Ecclesiastes until you're an atheist, and read it then until you become Christian again. That is the only way that you can be an actual Christian, is by also being an atheist and understanding that. Because that's by understanding the pain of Christ. Get me? Alright, let's hope so. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast, and the slow one now will later be fast, as the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly fading, and the first one now will later be last, for the times they are a-changin'. Beautiful. Fucking incredible. I think I did good. I hope I don't know what I need to do to fix the recording here. Maybe I should open my charging point. I should probably just take, like, the phone case off. This... God damn. No, I'll do that later. I'm not for this one. I opened the charger, though. Charging port. Hope you can hear me better now. The guitar's turned away. You don't know. You'll hear it. Alright, let's do the next song. Who's that guy that got high on stage too many times and fucking... He basically killed himself. He died in 2004 and none of the bandmates went to his funeral. Sid Barrett? Sid with a Y? Here. Oh, gosh. After the apocalypse. I gotta be funny now. I gotta be funny. I include this song because it's a funny song. It includes a lot of funny lines. And it includes one line. You'll figure out which one. I'm sorry. It's funny. It's too funny, man. Because, like... This is how we move on from being this sad, sorrowful folk singer. How are you going to live your life if I just make you sad? I can sing you the blues all day, but the blues are supposed to be making you happy. You're not happy. You're depressed as fuck. You should be. If you're not with the program. That's okay. Be with your program. Be with God's program. The slightly detuned guitar helps with this, so we're not tuning it yet. Hard to stumble and land in some funny lagoon. Ain't it hard to stumble land in some muddy lagoon. Especially when it's 9 below zero and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Ain't gonna hang no picture. I ain't gonna hang no picture frame. I ain't gonna hang no picture or hang no picture frame. Well, I might look like Robert Ford, but I feel just like Jesse James. I wish I was on some Australian mountain range. I wish I was some Australian mountain range. Got no reason to be there, but I imagine it would be some kind of change. Got my dark sunglasses. For good luck, I got my black tooth. I got my dark sunglasses. For good luck, I got my black tooth. Don't ask me nothing about nothing, 'cause I just might tell you the truth. Fuck Mississippi! God! Fuck Mississippi! Ugh! I was just thinking, sorry. I just had a thought. You gotta get back in it. Fuck Mississippi. There's gonna be songs dedicated to that. I keep wanting to interrupt myself, but everything that I want to say has already been said, so it's just a commentary. Not even the commentary is necessary, though. The songs was necessary. I got a woman in Jackson. No, I ain't gonna say her name. I got a woman in Jackson, but I ain't going to say her name. Well, she's a brown-skinned woman, but I love her just the same. I hope I played well enough that if you were angry at me for singing that line, which people have been in the past, which is why I'm so slow to sing this, I hope my guitar playing afterwards turned you on enough to make you forget about it. And I hope you also find a brown-skinned woman in Jackson. It's a fantastic song. Outlaw Blues. Fucking Timothée Chalamet. Fucking hate that dude. Okay, first of all, I hate him, but let's talk about this, okay? We gotta give the commentary. I'm blaming all these Bob Dylan songs. Did I see the movie? I went to the movie angry. I went to the movie upset, because I knew the story that they were going to try to tell. And I was already pissed because they screwed it up. But thank God for COVID. Oh my God, thank God for COVID. And thank God for Timothée Chalamet, and thank God for Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan's still alive. Why is Bob Dylan still alive? Phil Oakes died 50 years ago. God, it makes me want to cry. Oh my gosh. He died 50 years ago. Bob Dylan lived Phil Oakes by 50 years. Fuck. Just makes a person want to get up in a ball and die. It really does. It's a sad thing. That's my tradition is the folk tradition. That's why I gotta sing to every other tradition, though. You know, every tradition has a folk tradition. So, mine is the American folk tradition. Mine's the Minnesotan folk tradition. Minnesotan folk tradition includes one individual, and his name's Bob Dylan. And he left, and he went to New York. I gotta go to New York. Paul went to Rome. St. Paul? You guys ever realize St. Paul? This is the same Paul from the Bible? It's crazy. I hope someone just went, oh. I went, oh, I really hope someone just woke up from something. And went, wait, what? Oh my God, yeah. Paul's letters, St. Paul. Only when Minnesota died can that become a thing. We don't teach that in schools? Timothée Chalamet, Bob Dylan. He did that movie. The movie was incredible. I loved it. I cried. I talked like him for the rest of the day. I talked like him for the rest of my life. I talk like him right now. Everything I say talks like him. Every word I say talks like him. Fuck. Moves me, man. It's well written. It was just the songs. Why? Because they just need the commentary on the songs. You get it? No, that's okay. You don't need to. If you think you do, you probably don't. If you don't think you do, you probably do. No, you don't know what to think. Timothée Chalamet, people dished out all this fucking hatred. All this hatred on him for what? Because what did he do? He fucking... He said, I don't really want to do opera. I don't think I'm going to be who I want to be if I do opera. It's not the art for me. You know, it's not the art. You know, I think there's some things that are more artistic. He gives an opinion. She fucking speaks at the Grammys? What the fuck are we doing, guys? Guys, Timothée Chalamet. Listen, everyone's so butthurt about everything. Jesus Christ. Yeah, cancel him. Here's what I'm canceling him for. Here's how I'm gonna crucify Jesus Christ. Fucker went on SNL, Saturday Night Live, left out the funniest fucking line of the fucking song. I got a brown-skinned woman, and I love her just the same. He does have a brown-skinned woman. I don't know if Kylie Jenner's not black. She's brown. She's Armenian. She's Armenian royalty. She's a Kardashian, goddammit. He didn't sing the line. Why? Because it's on live TV? It's 2025. You don't want to get canceled? I'm canceling you because you don't want to get canceled. If you don't want to be canceled and you don't speak with the authority of someone that has the dignity to get canceled, fuck you. Lose your job. Get fired for saying some dumb shit that's going to sit with a person forever. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It'll ruin your life. It'll eat you up inside until you die. It'll eat them up inside until they die. God. Horrible person. I love Timothée Chalamet. I love Bob Dylan. I love these songs. This whole thing is me trying to say I'm sorry and I love you. And I'm sorry that I didn't forgive you sooner. And that I'm sorry that I ever thought that I had the ability to judge you. I don't. This isn't even about anything. It's not even about any one thing in particular. It's about everything. If you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, he's talking to me. I am. And if you're thinking that, I'm probably talking to someone else too, though. Okay? Probably talking to a lot of people. Probably talking to you. Let's do the next song. Outlaw Blues. Incredible. Next song's one of the best songs ever. I'm not even going to pull up the lyrics. I just got to know it. I do know it. I fucking better know it. If I don't, I'm killing myself like Phil Oakes. Yeah, Phil Oakes killed himself. His alcohol technically killed him. Bob Dylan only has survived this long because he kills himself every 10 minutes. Phil Oakes, it took him... I mean, he was born alive, and he died, you know? And he died once. And that's incredible. And Bob Dylan's died 1,000,000 times. And that's incredible. This is a song about a woman, a black woman, who died alone by the hand of a white man, and Bob Dylan gives us his thoughts about when we should and when we shouldn't cry about it. Actually, real quick, I can hear it's just out of tune a little. I'm just gonna tune it real quick. You gotta sit and listen to this. It'll probably be done by 128. I'll give you 128. Yeah, I've just got... There's no groupies, man. You are at the very beginning, man. I'm not even famous yet. If you are listening to this, my first radio show, dude, welcome. It's good to hear you, man. It's fantastic to hear you. I'm glad you can hear me preach. I'm sitting here preaching to you. Happy you can hear me teach. Happy you can hear me learn. Hopefully you'll learn something too, man. Woman, other, ladies and gentlemen, and others. I love David Bowie. David Bowie said that at the Grammys. I fucking hate the Grammys. Most people love the Grammys. Like, I don't love the Grammys. I wish I did. I wish I loved the Grammys the same way, like, Allen Ginsberg likes Time Magazine. I don't. I really don't. It's such a... I want to love everything. Just since a kid. I love Victoria's Secret models. That's who I love. When I was a little kid, I was looking at these Victoria's Secret models on TV. Mom was like, oh my god, Maverick, stop. What are you doing? Just staring. Because I was just a little kid, and I was like, oh my god, this hot as fuck. If you're listening to this, Mom, hi. Probably remember that. Hopefully you don't. Really hope you don't. Welcome back. If you skipped ahead, thanks for skipping ahead. Thanks for loving the music. Absolutely. Gotta get this capo up here. Capo 5. You guys who play guitar, you guys know what that means. What the fuck? Capo 5. Yeah, exactly. Why don't you just play a ukulele, man? Play Wonderwall. You gotta heckle myself the entire time. Hope you enjoy this. I'll do one of these like every other day. This is my medium, man. I'm a radio host. My dad did radio work. Streaming from the Abbey. Alright. This is The Lonesome Death. Think about lonesome in that. We've heard a song already called The Death of Emmett Till. Right? The death of an individual. The death of just name. Right? Death of a person. Death of a little boy. In many ways, he's also a little girl. He's also a grown man, you know? I mean, he's all of these things. In that same way, Hattie Carroll, she's a black woman, right? Jesus Christ came back as a black woman. In the Gospels, they talk about it. They talk about how the disciples didn't recognize that this person was Jesus Christ until they started talking to them, and then they realized, oh my God, That's Jesus Christ we're talking to. She made a supper on the beach. John 21, read it, man. Read it. It's all right there. It's sitting in your Bible. You don't even know it. And comes back as a black woman. They don't realize it, and they don't ask her if she's Jesus Christ, because they know she is. They don't even have to ask. This is about another woman that was Jesus Christ. All of the stories that I'm telling you here today are completely true. They are fact-checked by history, and everything I say in these radio podcasts are all going to be, certified provable. There's nothing false I say here. In the same way that the poet can't say anything wrong, but in the same way that the historian gets history right. That is what I am presenting you here today. True history. Religious history. Now, I'm not going to be religious about this. There's a woman. Her name was Hattie Carroll. I'm going to tell you all about her. She lived and she died. And it's awesome. Hope you enjoy. She died differently than Emmett. Her death was even more lonely. Everyone knows who Emmett Till is. Not because of that song. People don't know who Hattie Carroll is. And if they do, it's because of this song. Jesus Christ. Williams and Zinger killed poor Hattie Carroll with a cane that he twirled around his diamond ring finger at a Baltimore hotel society gathering, and the cops they were called in, and his weapon took from him, and they drove him in custody down to the station and booked Williams and Zinger for first-degree murder. But you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face, for now's not the time for your tears. Williams and Zinger, who had 24 years, owns a tobacco farm of 600 acres. He worked real hard for it, he'll tell you. With rich, wealthy parents who provide for and protect him. And high office relations with the politics of Maryland. They react to his deed with a shrug of their shoulders and swear words and sneering, and his tongue it was a-snarling. In a matter of minutes, on bail was out walking. Should get angry, just letting you know. And you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face, for now's not the time for your tears. Hold it back. Don't cry yet. It's not time to be sad yet. Hattie Carroll was a maid in the kitchen. She was 51 years old and she gave birth to 10 children who carried the dishes, and they took out the garbage, and they never sat once at the head of the table. They just cleaned up all the food from the table and emptied the ashtray on a whole other level. Got killed by a blow, lay slain by a cane, and sailed through the air and came down through the room. And doomed and determined to destroy all the gentle, and she never done anything to Williams and Zinger. But you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears. Take the rag away from your face, for now's not the time for your tears. Most radio shows, most podcasts, they fill your heads with words, and I would love to do that. But I have to fill it with music instead. You gotta love silence, and these are going to be drawn out. It'll be on YouTube. You can skip ahead. You can skip the silent bits. You can skip the bits where I'm rambling. You can pause it whenever you want and contemplate. Truly, every word you should be pausing and thinking about it. 100 years, you should never be able to listen to any one of these. But I gotta give you some time to contemplate. So let me do that. Maybe you're more like Hattie Carroll. Maybe you're tired. Just rest. The secret of guitar solos, whenever anyone plays them, is they're trying to tell you the lines in between. Fucking listen. Listen when they're not doing the solo too, when they're fucking talking to you. It's so easy to ignore a person that isn't sitting right in front of you, grabbing you and talking to you. Hopefully I'm grabbing you and hopefully I'm talking to you. If I'm not, stop listening. You already are. You get it. In the courtroom of honor, the judge pounded his gavel to show that all is equal and that the courts are all level and that the strings in the books are not pulled and persuaded, and even the nobles get properly handled. Once that the cops have chased after and caught 'em, the latter have law, has no top and no bottom. And the judge stared at a person who killed for no reason. He was just feeling that way without warning. And the judge spoke through his cloak, most deep and distinguished, and handed out strongly for penalty and repentance. In the courtroom of honor, the judge pounded his gavel to show that all is equal and that the courts are all level, and that the strings in the books are not pulled and persuaded, and even the nobles get properly handled. Once that the cops have chased after and caught 'em, and the ladder of law has no top and no bottom. Stared at a person who killed for no reason, just happened to be feeling that way without warning. And he spoke through his cloak, most deep and distinguished, and handed out strongly for penalty and repentance. William Zanzinger, with a 6-month sentence. Ah, but you who philosophize disgrace, and criticize all fears. Bury the rag deep in your face, for now is the time for your tears. For now is the time for your tears. Alright, I need to stop crying. So yeah, I'm gonna take a second. Hopefully you're crying too. If you don't know why I'm crying, listen again. Or not, move on. If you don't want to cry. Oh, if you felt why I cried. Good. That's all I'm trying to do. It's already in you. The tears are in you and I'm trying to draw them out of you, you know? Oh, fuck. Thanks for tuning in. Turn on, tune in, drop out. Absolutely. I'm just going to be posting these on YouTube. This is the first one, I guess. I don't know if you noticed that. I decided that while I was doing it. We got some great songs planned after this. Let's give you a progress update, you know? That was the 9th song of 12 that I'm singing. Technically I'm doing 13, but it's 12. There's one that I'm doing in between. There's one that I'm doing in between the last song. It's going to be like an encore. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Do that in just a second here. Yeah, I'm going to go, or crack a window. I'm going to walk away for just a second here. Listen to the noises of the city. Listen to the birds. Next song's about a riot, because where else are we gonna go but the riot after all this? They're dead. Heidi Carroll died. And he got a 6-month sentence. We're gonna fucking kill everyone. God damn it. We're gonna burn the businesses down. We don't care if there are fucking businesses. I don't give a shit. If there's some honky-tonk business, burn it down. Fuck that. God damn. Let me know. Comment below. Because apparently I'm posting this. Comment below if you'd rather me do a video. I'm going to do just a shitty little fucking like visualizer from Echo Wave. I'm going to need to... I don't know what I'm going to need to do. I might need to demonetize it. Because it's... I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that for the watermarked version for purposes of getting money. You know, if I get enough views on this thing that I get money, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. So I should probably just figure out a picture. I should probably just post a picture on top of it. That'd be awesome. Comment below what pictures you want to see. If you want me to do some paintings or something, do School of Athens, I can make a set for anything, man. I can do it for anything. Any set that you want. I'll talk all about it. This is the African American set. What does it mean to be African American? I'm not African American, but what does it mean to be African American? You know? What does it mean to be both? Not half and half, you know? I mean, Jesus Christ wasn't half African and half American. He was completely African and he was completely American. You know what I'm saying? Hope you do. Alright. Riot song. Kids, we're staying home from school today. There's a riot day. Why don't you stay in your pajamas and watch cartoons? Be preempted by our neighborhood engulfed in flames. That's a Baltimore reference. There's a Jon Stewart made that joke. I think it was called Baltimore on Fire. You can find it on YouTube. Highly suggest it. I'm going to be referencing a bunch of YouTube shit. I'm going to be referencing books and shit. I'm going to be referencing John Oliver. I got my dark sunglasses. Let me know if you want to see just videos. Right? Yeah. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you want to just see videos. I just got a phone call, so I had to stop it. So I might need to pause this, though. I don't know if it automatically paused. It probably did. I don't know what it cut. I don't know what I just said, so looks like it's gone forever, so fuck you. That's right. The best way to love your fans is to hate them. Fuentes knows this. I'm a leftist, if you couldn't tell. Oh my gosh. Phil Oak songs are so good that when you look up the lyrics for them, the chords are attached to the lyrics. It's so incredible. Dude, I have something incredible to show you. Hope you enjoy this. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, if you tuned into this part, you skipped ahead, welcome. If you're just tuning in. I'm so sorry. I'm doing a normal G chord instead of girlfriend's texting. Actually, that takes precedence. You're going to hear silence. I'm doing a G chord instead of G minor chord because I'm not figuring out capo shit. Because fuck you. Yeah, that's right. You get to deal with my barbaric caged sound. If you want to listen to the real song, fucking Google it. It's called what's the song I'm going to be singing called? This is In the Heat of the Summer by Phil Oakes. It's a perfect song. There's not many perfect songs. That'd be awesome. Alright. Hope you're enjoying this. Alright, here we go. In the heat of the summer, when the pavements were burning, soul of the city was ravaged in the night. After the city, sun was sinking. Now no one knows how it started, why the windows were shattered, but deep in the dark, someone set the spark. And then no longer mattered Down the street, they were rumbling. All the tempers were raging. Oh, where are the white silver tongues who forgot to listen to their warnings? And on came the angry, no longer following reason. Oh, and all the stores were the targets now, where just the other day they were buying. You there, who's listening to this and went, this song, it's clearly about the George Floyd riots. You're absolutely right, it is. Because it's literally referencing Target. All the stores were the Target now, right? The Target. If you know the Target, you know the Target, right? Go to a riot sometime. Be a looter. Go looting if you want. You don't need to go looting, but go to a riot sometime. Go to the protest during the day. And when nightfall comes and the riot happens, stick around, hang out. It's a good time. You'll meet friends. I'm not even kidding. Just be nice to people. Lead with love constantly. Lead with love to the officers. Jesus Christ, lead with love with everyone. And it's a dangerous thing, and you could die. But it's better to die standing than on your knees. Better to die in the riot than at home. God damn. Don't you want to be the person that died in the riot? Ah, too many martyrs, man. Hope you like the song. Hope you're doing good. Oh, this song was written in 1960... what was it? It came out on an album... 65, and it was written before that. So, if you're like, wait, this seems like this and this and this. It is! It fucking is! This is religious history. It's a fucking circle. Get used to it, motherfucker, and love it. Love the circle. Everyone's acting right. Phil Oakes knows that. That's how he writes songs. And we're supposed to feel sorry for everyone involved, and we're supposed to know that everyone involved is correct. And only at the end, he's going to give us all this white shit. And at the end, he's going to give us something, and he's going to just be like, oh, but by the way, they're right too. Despite all of this, they're fucking correct. And it's the right thing to do, to go and riot. Because it fucking is. Oh yeah, that's right. The state can come for me. I don't give a shit. There's a radio show host. Don't start a riot. You know? I mean, don't riot unless it's for something really fucking important. But if it's for something important enough, fucking riot. Figure out what's important enough to you. Was George Floyd important enough to you? If he wasn't, why? Your life should be the riot. Your voice should be the riot. The only racket I want to be a part of is the band. And the only riot I want to be a part of is the laughter. Quote me on that. Don't quote me. Quote Jesus Christ. He probably said it. Drunk with the memory of the ghetto. Drunk with the lure of the looting and the memory of the uniforms shoving with their sticks, asking, are you looking for trouble? By the way, that's what the legal observers do. The legal observers know that truth of when you go to the riot, you have to love everyone. That's the only way that's the only way you record things, you know? That's the only way that you hear people. If you talk to them with love, every journalist has to go to everyone with love. No. God damn it. I dropped the pick. Give me a second. Sweaty. Thank God you can't smell me through this. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I smell fine. I smell like flowers. No. The mare. It's not the way of the order. Just stay in your homes. And please leave us alone. We'll be glad to talk in the morning. For shame, wrote the papers. Why the hurry to your hunger? And now the rubble's resting on your broken streets. So see what your rage has unraveled. And barricades sadly were rising. And the bricks, they're heavily flying. And the loud speaker drowned like a whispering sound. And compared emotions. When the fury was over and the shame was replacing the anger, God, so wrong, so wrong. But we've been down too long, and we had to make somebody listen. In the heat of the summer. Oh, it's banger. Everyone thinks every summer is going to be a real hot summer. You ever hear this shit? You ever hear people say this shit? It's such a bother. People are like, oh, there's going to be riots, man. I bet black people are going to riot. People have said that because the fascist is in charge now. They say this shit. And like, dude, you don't even know what you have coming. You don't even comprehend. Dude, in 2040, like, I'm getting elected president, and I'm gonna show all of these people exactly what's coming. I'm the devil, and I've come to do God's business. You know what I mean? Any Charles Manson fans? Oh, it was a reference. No, I'm just kidding. God, it's horrible. Charles Manson fans. I cracked myself up. Thank God for freedom of speech. Thank God everything's true. Thank God for poetry. Thank God for humor. Thank God for satire. It's all satire, but it's not satire. Love everyone. That's no satire. And if you think that's satire, you're a sick individual and you should kill yourself. It's as simple as that. And if you think that's satire, it can be, because I'm technically not loving people. I don't know. Whatever. Think whatever. I don't know what to think. You should know what to think. Fuck if I know what to think. God damn. It's the only thing I know. Why the fuck would I get elected president? Thank God I don't get elected president. I hope I don't get elected president. I hope I run for office and I lose. That's what Trump wanted. Oh my God. And all the crackers got together and they elected head cracker to be the head cracker. And we all get surprised. You like that? Head cracker to be head cracker? He was already president of the United States. You don't even know who I'm talking about. Am I talking about Biden? Am I talking about Trump? Am I talking about fucking Obama? Who? I could be. You have no idea. Figure out the one that you want to hear. Love that one. That's the one that I mean. I'm just here to make you laugh, man. Radio show. You think Zhuangzi would have a radio show? Zhuangzi is a ancient Chinese poet. I'm taking these breaks because it's really hard not to cry sometimes. We're going to do another great one. You remember how I've been talking about Mississippi? Well, here's an ode to the state of Mississippi. And god damn. Oh my gosh, it's a reference. I already said it in the beginning. Listen to the show. If you haven't listened to the show, you don't know what I'm referencing, fuck you. Go back. Oh my gosh, Pearl Jam covered it? Did they really? Here's to the state. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, he changed the lyrics too and shit. Thank God for Eddie Vedder. Thank God he did all the music for fucking that Into the Wild movie. That's incredible. That's a great thing. I don't know if you know that. It is a great thing. Can I move this slightly? Let's see if this makes the music better or worse. This is the sirens. I'm going to let the sirens go by first. Some people get annoyed by them when they're recording. I don't know if I'd take a break. I don't think I could stop a song. It depends every time. Sitting differently on the couch and it fucked everything up. That's right. This is all from the couch. This is a great song. Thank God for Mississippi. Fuck Mississippi. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta learn these chords. I've never played this before, I'll be honest. Here's to the state of Mississippi, for underneath her borders the devil draws no lines, and if you drag her muddy rivers, nameless bodies you will find. Well, the fat trees of the forest have hid 1,000 crimes, and the calendar is lying when it reads the present time. Well, here's to the land that you've torn out the heart of. Mississippi, find yourself another country to be a part of. That's the chorus. That's the chorus line. It's not a chorus line. Technically, I'm going to tell you a little bit about poetry. There's a structure called AAA where you end the song with the same line, but it changes meaning every time. It's called AAA. Technically, this has more than 3 verses. AAA refers to like 3 verses, and it like changes. Because you gotta do at least 3 for it to be good, right? Like if you just do twice, it's not really. You gotta do it at least 3 times for it to be interesting. That's the minimum. And so anyway, it's called AAA. This is an AAA song, and that's our A. Whoa, here's to the land of Mississippi. Here's to the land you torn the heart out of. Mississippi, find yourself another country to be a part of. Let me say that correctly. Because, whoa. Let me grab my drink. My mouth is getting dry. I'm singing too much. Here's to the land you've torn out the heart of. Mississippi, find yourself another country to be a part of. Incredible. Zhuangzi is spelled Zhuangzi, if you're wondering. But people also spell it another way, but that's I told you the pinyin, which is correct. I'll explain it on some other radio podcast. I'm just going to be working entry-level jobs doing different podcasts. Every time someone finds out about the podcast and they hate me for it, I would fucking leave that job and find another. Hopefully, eventually, I might need to skip town. I'm just kidding. I'm not telling anyone in this town about it. I'm not even telling my fucking friends. I'm totally telling my friends. If you're listening to this and you're a friend and you're in town and you're listening to this, dude, love you. Thank you for listening. If you're a friend and you're not in town listening to this, dude, thank you. If you're not a friend and you're listening to this, why aren't you a friend? Why aren't you a friend? You are my friend. Let's not be parasocial about it, you know? Don't fucking try to have sex with me without me knowing, you know? I'm straight-faced about it, too. I'm a comedian. I don't know if you've got that yet. These spaces are for laughter. If you're not laughing, fuck you. Get off this. You aren't my friend. That's who. If you're not my friend and you're laughing at this, why the fuck aren't you my friend? Fuck you. Let me sing you a song. Okay. I'm just gonna record it because we're at the end of the show. It's time to wind down. And here's to the people of Mississippi who say the folks up north, they just don't understand. They tremble in their shadows at the thunder of the clan, and the sweating of their brow, their souls can't wash the blood from off their hands. They smile and shrug their shoulders at the murder of a man. I really like playlists. I don't know if you've realized that. I put these songs together for a reason. I don't know if you've heard Brain repeated, or I don't know if you've heard a couple of other things repeated. Shrug been repeated. Murder. I mean, there's themes here, man. Fucking tune in. If you're not tuned in, that's okay. Drop out, at least. Drop out. Turn on. Just be turned on by it. If you're not tuned in, at least be turned on by it, you know? You don't have to be listening to what I'm saying, but at least enjoy that I'm playing something, you know? Have it in the background. Hope you enjoy this in your background. Sorry if I'm just interrupting again. Can't play a fucking song. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. You guys will probably like it when I just play the songs through. At least at the beginning I did. Fuck you. Well, here's to the land that you have torn out the heart of. Mississippi, find yourself another country to be a part of. And here's to the schools of Mississippi, where they're teaching all the children that they don't have to care. All the rudiments of hatred are present everywhere. And every single classroom is a factory of despair. And there's nobody learning such a foreign word as fair. Oh, here's to the land that you have torn out the heart of. In Mississippi, please just find yourself another country to be a part of. They should have seceded. I don't know why we didn't let them. God damn. Every 50 cents, every dollar that the federal government spends on the state of Mississippi, Mississippi gives back 50 cents. Okay? Some states get sucked, right? So like California, for every $2 For every dollar given to California, the California gives back $2 to the federal government. California makes the government a lot of money, and that's why California could succeed. Secede. Sorry, not succeed. They can succeed in seceding. That was my point. And so, but Mississippi couldn't. The South broadly couldn't, and they would have been very poor and not well off, and it was really in their interest that they stayed a part of the Union, especially because they were trying to break up over some social issue, like that would like the social and economic issue and political issue of slavery, right? That's a very like small reason to bite the hand that's feeding you. You know, if your dad tells you to act better and you start throwing a fit and he fucking hits you, get fucked. If he's right, fuck you, right? And if you still throw that fit today, fuck you. I'm happy you throw that fit. Happy it means something. I'm happy, but you gotta understand that it's, if you still believe in like the Confederacy or something, you gotta believe the Confederacy can include anyone, and you better believe that there aren't any slaves in the fucking Confederacy. That's the only reason why I'll listen to you any longer, you know what I mean? The only reason, if you believe that there should be slaves, then you should be enslaved. If you're uncomfortable with that thought, fuck you. You are enslaved. If you're like, yeah, I'm willing to be a slave, that's fine. You are enslaved. You know? Absolutely. Be enslaved to God, at least. Because when you're enslaved to God, you're free in every other way, you know? Not to these people, not to man. Oh, fuck man. Oh, alright. I'm going to say fuck a lot in these. I don't know if you've noticed that. That was about the schools of Mississippi. Fuck the schools of Mississippi. Now, fuck the cops of Mississippi, man. Fuck the cops. Thank God for the cops. This is an ode. It's a blues, but it's an ode. We love Mississippi, truly. It's painful. We love them. They're not doing anything wrong. They are, but they're not. I'm not supposed to recognize it or whatever. I'm supposed to be happy. Let's recognize it and be happy because we recognize it. Alright. Here's to the cops of Mississippi. And they're chewing their tobacco as they lock the prison door, and their bellies bounce inside them when they knock you to the floor. And no, they don't like taking prisoners in their private little war. Behind their broken badges, there are murders and more. Rage Against the Machine makes the exact same point on Killing in the Name. Killing in the Name, that was deeply inspired by this. Whether or not they admit to it, that's the truth. You know what I mean? This is folk music, and they love folk music. They love the Zapatistas. And Phil Oakes was a Zapatista. He wore the Zapatista flag with a pot leaf over it. They called it the Yippies. It was awesome. If you don't know what these words are, fucking get with it, man. Gosh, you got fucking Google. You have captions and everything. There's no way you can be... fucking tune in. How could you... Anyway. Pause it. I don't give a shit. If you can't listen to the... fucking take the time. Sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm not arguing with you. I've probably argued with you 1,000 times, and I'm not even arguing with you. Maybe you're someone that's real quiet. Why aren't you talking back to me? I'm asking you a question. I'm talking to a person. You! Don't apologize. Just do better. No, I'm just kidding. You're doing perfect. I love you. Alright. The judges of Mississippi that let William Zanzinger get fucking 6 sentences. Real story, true story. I think Bob Dylan heard about it in like 1962, or it was on his way to the Civil Rights March where he heard about that, and then it came. I think it was a 62 paper though, or something. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, in 1963, it was definitely written. 64, he put it on The Times They Are Changing, his 4th album. Incredible. The judges now of Mississippi, we're gonna sing and give them our ode. Fuck Mississippi. We love Mississippi. We have problems with the state of Mississippi. Don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. What horrible sins this sinner has done. And here's to the judges of Mississippi, who wear their robe of honor as they crawl into their court. And they're guarding all the bastions of their phony legal fort. And justice is a stranger when the prisoners report. When the black man stands accused, or woman, or other, the trial, it's always sure and short. Well, here's to the land that you've torn out the heart of. Mississippi, find yourself, please, just another country to be a part of. And here's to the government of Mississippi. In the swamp of their bureaucracy, they're always bogging down, and the criminals are posing as the mayors of the town, and they hope that no one sees the sights and no one hears the sounds. And the speeches of the governor, they're the ravings of a clown. Here's to the land you've torn out the heart of. Mississippi, find yourself another country to be a part of. You've heard about the clown, let me tell you about the circus, motherfucker. God damn. Mississippi, god damn. Mississippi, god damn. Fuck Mississippi. God damn. I'm not even, it's not even a bit. I just detuned my cart. No, it's alright. So, let me know if you have any suggestions. Donate to me on my Patreon. If you got extra dough lying around, fucking send it in. I'll do something with it. I'll give homeless people curry for all I care. You don't care what I do with it. I'll spend it on a guitar for all I care. I'll spend it on a fucking microphone so you can fucking hear me. I'll get a camera. I'll do whatever you want me to. I'll be your fucking monkey. I'll dance. I'll do what I want to do, though. You okay with that? If you're okay with that, send it in. If you're not, don't fucking send a dime. That's okay. I don't want it. I don't need it. This is extra, man. I'm working entry-level jobs. I have a humanities degree for it. You know, that's the only thing that I'm qualified to do with that degree, you know? What have I studied? I study philosophy, history, Chinese. I took a semester of French. I study Christianity. I study Chinese religion. I'm interdisciplinary as fuck. I'm an artist. I'm a scientist. I'm a journalist. Let me tell you about the circus. And here's to the laws of Mississippi. Congressmen will gather in a circus of delay, while the Constitution is drowning in an ocean of decay. Unwed mothers should be sterilized, I've even heard them say. Yes, corruption can be classic in the Mississippi way. If you hear this and you want to join in one of these, you want to be in an audience, you want to chit chat with me during it, you be a guest, fucking join me, man. Text me. You know? Comment. If you're in the area, let me know. I'm in Superior. The lake. I'm inside the lake, man. You know where I am. If you don't know where I am, don't try to find me. You don't know where I am for a reason, man. Unless you really like me. If you really like me, you can show up. But you gotta really like me, man. I got a girlfriend, though, already. I got someone who really likes me. You don't gotta really like me. You don't need to. If you do really like me, if you really, really like me, fucking just stay where you are. If you got something to say, come fucking tell me. Come tell the world, man. I mean, radio. This is a radio show. It's a global radio show. Anyone with internet can fucking hear this. Isn't that incredible? We've come a long ways. My soapbox. You know? Corruption can be classic in the Mississippi way. Oh, here's to the land that you have torn out the heart of. And Mississippi, find yourself, please, just another country to be a part of. I gotta get these last lyrics here in 1 second. Oh, it's so good. Last one. Hope you've enjoyed so far. New York Times journalists, if you're listening to this, get me hooked up, man. You know, get me on a podcast. Make it free. Someone wants to put me on Rumble? Fuck it. I'll take it, man. I'll be on YouTube still. I'll always post for free on YouTube. As long as I can post it for free on YouTube and it can say so in the contract. And I can do whatever the fuck I want on the show and you guys can't say shit. I mean, I'm willing to do it. You know, I'm not afraid to fucking talk about Israel and Palestine and Ukraine and Russia and abortion and gay people and black people, and I'm talking about it all. Because I love it all. Anyway. Here's to the churches. All these things are religious, and I'm truly a religious person, so the church line is always the last one. Why? Because Phil Oakes made it last, because he was religious. He stopped being religious one day, and that's why he died. God bless Phil Oakes. May he rest in the Lord. He was Jesus Christ. If you don't get that, you don't understand Jesus. That's okay. It's okay for you not to understand Jesus. If you think you do understand Jesus, you probably don't. You just gotta get it. Get it! Get it? do it, man. Just do it. And here's to the churches of Mississippi, where the cross once made of silver now is caked with rust. It actually tarnishes, but it's okay. And the Sunday morning sermons pander to their lust. Oh, that's why we had to say rust. And he, that fallen face of Jesus, oh, he's choking in the dust. And heaven only knows in which God they can trust. I obviously knew that, by the way. If you think, oh, he just found that out, what an idiot, fuck you. I'm not saying that as a bit either. Like, I'm doing bits the entire time. Everything's a bit. Fuck you if you think I'm genuinely that dumb. I love this music, and I know my song well before I start singing. I gotta... That's the doorbell. 1 second. Ugh. Because I was busy recording, and you hit the doorbell during it. The radio show's still going, and I'm posting it on YouTube, and you're getting me to be in it now. So just be quiet for a couple of minutes while I finish the radio show. I'm just playing my songs and with the microphone, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. It's gonna be great. Great, perfect. That's my wonderful girlfriend, everyone. Everyone say hi. If you didn't say hi, fuck you. You can hear me talk to my fans. There's no one. There's no one on the other line. So we're just talking to nobody. It's okay. Are you coming in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you come in first so then you don't rummage through. We gotta do the last line of Here's to the State of Mississippi. Last verse. Oh. Goddamn Mississippi. Right now I have an audience. Do you want to be in this? Do you want to talk to me during this? Or do you not want to be known? You don't want to be known. Whatever. They'll find you on Instagram. They'll track you down, man. They know who I am. They're gonna know who you are. Do you want to be a public figure? Associated with my radio show? Absolutely not. She's a big-time fancy lawyer, and she is choosing to stay out of it. Oh, she delivered her love. I don't know if you heard that. She screamed, "Fuck you," at me. I have a healthy relationship, don't you worry. I like it when she hits me. Oh well. Oh wait, it's just I think I sang all the song. I sang the whole verse, so now I just have to sing the chorus again. It's the chorus. You love the chorus. Yeah. Here's to the land that you've torn out the heart of. Mississippi, find yourself another country to be a part of. Did you like the chimes? By the way, comment if you like the chimes at the doorbell. Sorry if they scared you. They scared me. Can you close the door? Sorry. Asking her to do it instead of me doing it. I'm an asshole.
You're not a feminist.
Alright, I want to do Oxford Town. Really, Bob Dylan should do Oxford Town, and I should just play the vinyl, and you should just listen to the recording of me playing the vinyl. But I'm really going to do. You know what we're going to do? Here's the radio show, part of the radio show. I'm going to read to you some of the Wikipedia page. Wikipedia is like public domain, right? Let me just read you what Oxford Town is about, and then you go and listen to the song. It's about a guy named James Meredith. I got to pull it up. Oh my gosh. James. Pulling it up. I don't got a Jamie. Anyway, Ava, do you want to be Jamie in my radio show? You ever listen to the JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience, man?
Oh, fuck.
Dude, this is the Maverick Sapuric Experience. Let me tell you, we're not calling it that. We're calling it.
That's the number one listen to podcast on Spotify.
Yeah, I know.
It's insane.
I'm not an idiot. These people are idiots. If you just learned, ladies and gentlemen, JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience, number one most listened to podcast ever. Joe Rogan's a great guy. He's funny as fuck. The reason why most people hate me for this, but here, let me prove it to you. If you also hate him, I need you to do something. I'm gonna show Ava this later. On the radio show, we'll watch it. You know, can we watch YouTube clips on the radio show? Can we play the audio? What's the law? Ava, can you be the lawyer for the radio show? I don't know what the law is on this. So, Joe Rogan, he has like his 5 best jokes on Comedy Central, I think is what it's called. Like Comedy Central on YouTube made a video called Get to Know Joe Rogan in 5 jokes. Those 5 jokes are really good. And I understand him better because of it. And I love him. And he loves everyone else. And that's why he's a journalist. And and you know what? Fuck him for getting Donald Trump elected. God damn. You gotta hate people sometimes because you gotta use your influence. And his one thing is not using his influence, which makes him fundamentally right-wing. So I can't stand him, but I love him. And his jokes are great. His comedy's good, and I love listening to his stuff. There's some good episodes. Find someone you like that's been on it. If you know, if you're a leftist like me, you might know Jesse Wells. If you're such a leftist that you hate Jesse Wells, good for you. I love you. You're fantastic. You're a true folk singer, whatever the fuck. Jesse Wells, if you're listening to this, you are a true folk singer, and everyone in the universe should understand that. And I'm sorry they don't. Cause why? Cause you post shit on YouTube? Fuck you. Fuck them, man. You get it. You know. You're a folk singer. Hosier understands you're a folk singer. Hosier's a folk singer. Love Hosier. Where was I? Ava, you're a historian now. Thank God we have another person. I lost track. Get me back on track. What am I talking about? Joe Rogan. Get to know him. 5 jokes. Watch that. Especially if you hate him. I'm going to watch it later tonight. It's great. Yeah, I'm not going to play it for you. You're on YouTube. You're listening to this. What I'm going to talk to you now about is... Oh my gosh. James Meredith. I'm going to read you a Wikipedia page. You can Google this yourself. It's called the Ole Miss Riot. I'm just going to talk through it. You can read it yourself sometimes. I'm going to tell you the story using it. I'm going to try to set the phone down so that way I stop fucking with it while I'm talking. The whole time I've been talking, it's probably been rustled around. Sorry. Get fucked. I don't care about you. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. Sorry. All right. Here we go. In 1962... There was a place, still around today, oh God. It's called the University of Mississippi. You should be shaking at this point. There's a campus in Oxford, Mississippi. Oxford Town. God, that's the song. And this is about a lot of things. Fuck Oxford, man. Fuck Mississippi. God damn. Okay. I'm going to tell you about a riot that happened there. Because black guy. Let's tell you the quick story. Here's the summary. This is like how Shakespeare, whenever he does a play, he tells you first, hey, here's everything you're about to see. And then he tells you everything. Dude, let me tell you what you're going to see and tell you everything. All right. Supreme Court, 1954, decided a court case. The court case was called Brown versus Board of Education. If anyone thinks it's not based, get fucked.
It is based, and it's not based. There's problems, whatever, but Brown v. Board, I unilaterally agree with it. I think it was one of the greatest things to happen in all of U.S. history. Obviously, how can I say I unilaterally love it when I say it also has problems? Well, the problems is that, like, the Southern unions ended up falling apart because of the Brown v. Board decision. And the Southern unions was like the backbone of the unions throughout the entire United States. And when those fell apart because of racism, all of the unions fell apart because of racism. And if you look at just union membership, it goes straight down. I think I'm an idiot. I think the union is a good thing. Why? I'm a lefty, because I think that we can make it into a good thing. If anyone has an institution and they claim this is the union, I mean, if someone thinks that there can be a union building, every building should be a union building. Because we're a part of the big union. The big union's everyone. Get it? Fucking get on board. Okay. Fuck the union. Fuck union jobs. Fuck the hierarchy, man. Fuck their system. Fuck their lack of meritocracy. You know? Sometimes they do that shit. Sometimes they're racist. Not towards white people. If you think they're racist towards white people, you're an idiot. You have to read about what the fuck affirmative action is. You think you know what it is? Fuck you, you're an idiot. Yeah, fucking read about it. Read about what's actually law. Stop saying dumb shit to people. I'm so fucking tired hearing people talk about affirmative action. Thank God this is the African American podcast. So I can talk about how fucking stupid everyone that doesn't understand affirmative action is. You people get it. If you people, I shouldn't say you people. Maybe you don't get it. I shouldn't say you people. You people should be the people that are listening to the podcast, by the way, not African Americans. Let's clarify. All right, we're getting in the weeds. Let's get out. 1954, Brown v. Board. James Meredith was the individual who was Really?
What?
You come into the other room to fucking start making... What are you opening?
I'm trying to separate these two burger patties.
Okay, just leave it be. Just 1 second, people. Ava, come here. You like this? You like the podcast? Is it a good bit? Here.
I only have one.
No, man, you gotta just listen. You just gotta sit for a second. Can you listen to my shit for a second?
Yeah. Just go.
Hey, but your hunger should never be this great. Hope you heard that. Okay, so if you didn't, that's fine. You don't have to. Okay, so some people got appetite. Some people gotta eat all the time, man. That's okay. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for spiritual shit all the time, but I'm not really hungry all the time. I'm not hungry for food, like, ever. Daily bread has a double meaning. It means wisdom, and it's literally Jesus, and it also means not wisdom. It means the actual, like, daily bread. It means your daily, like, sustenance to get through a day. And technically that little bit of communion that you get is, like, supposed to be, like, people have lived off of that. Isn't that insane? And that little bit of wine? People have eaten just that at church, and they've gone around and just lived their life. It's incredible. We call those people saints. Sometimes they're saints, sometimes they're not. They can be, though. Usually they're saints. Especially you do that. If you do that for 40 days and 40 nights. I'm not suggesting you do this. I'm just telling you that those people are saints. If you want to be like a saint, you should probably start some other way, man. You should probably just, like, be a decent fucking person first. You know? No, I'm talking to my phone.
Oh. Okay.
But so, I'm going to be looking around while I talk to my phone. Okay. Holding my phone again. Sorry if it's fucking with the audio. We're going to scroll down a little. Let's see. 1961. Ole Miss. Hoping to avoid violence and ensure Meredith's enrollment, President Kennedy and Attorney General RFK, the original Robert F. Kennedy, RFK Jr.'s dad. RFK Jr.'s dad was a really good man. RFK Jr. is moderately worse. he's just... goddamn. Attorney General RFK had a series of unproductive telephone negotiations with Mississippi Governor Ross Barnett. All right, Ross Barnett did not support this at all. When James Meredith informed the university that he was African American, his admission was delayed and obstructed, first by school officials and then by Ross Barnett himself. They have some unproductive telephone negotiations. What does this mean? Fuck you, he's going to school. Fuck he ain't. Segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. That's what these people thought about. They're supposed to be thinking Jesus today, Jesus tomorrow, and Jesus forever. But Jesus now, Jesus tomorrow, Jesus forever. Crucifixion now, crucifixion tomorrow, crucifixion forever, resurrection now, resurrection tomorrow, resurrection forever. They're thinking segregation, which is ultimately just crucifixion. Crucify him, yeah! And you're not supposed to be the crowd. Puts him out to death. Listen to I Dreamed I Saw St. Augustine to learn about that. I'll tell you about Jesus on some other set. And so, federal law enforcement officers were dispatched with Meredith in order to maintain order. So that way everything went all right. However, this didn't stop the riot, and the riot did not stop from trying to get Meredith. Just a kid going to college. Just like you, man. If you're a college kid, you get it. And if you were a college kid, you get it. If you're a high school student, you're gonna get it. And you know you're gonna get it, so you already get it. It was partly incited by Nicholas J. Fuentes. Why does it say that? Oh, sorry. It says General Edwin Walker. Sorry. Former General Edwin Walker, white supremacist. Former General. Not Nick Fuentes. Sorry, I got confused there. Edwin Walker started this riot. What a Freudian slip. My bad. Ava's pissy. I said your name. Yeah, I talked about it. I talked about fuck Nick Fuentes. I explained it in detail. I hope so. I talked about, in between songs I mentioned, I was like, and fuck Nick Fuentes. Like, I put that out. I would throw that out there in between verses. Anyway. And I explained my thoughts on him. I'll keep explaining them forever, because no one's ever going to understand my thoughts. Hopefully you do. Maybe you don't, and maybe you want to. That's why you keep listening. Maybe you do, and that's why you keep listening. Maybe it's both. Edwin Walker was a white supremacist, and he incited people. He incited a mob to assault reporters, to assault federal officers, to burn property, to loot property, to hijack vehicles, destroy those vehicles. Reporters, U.S. Marshals, and the U.S. Deputy Attorney General, Nicholas Katzenbach, all sheltered in a building called the Lyceum. Now, the Lyceum is, I hope I'm saying that right. Lyceum? I think it's the Lyceum. It's Lyceum. If you guys go, he's saying that wrong. Well, you know I'm saying it wrong the entire time at least. Okay. Same way, like, you get used to it. Like Nietzsche. Some people say it Nietzsche. You get used to it. It's a bother for a moment, but yeah. U.S. Deputy Attorney General Nicholas Katzenbach sheltered in the Lyceum, which is the university's administrative building. And they did this in the late morning of October 1st, and they would stay there for a while. Okay, 160 marshals were injured. Okay, these are the thin blue line people. I don't get it, man. Including 28 marshals who received gunshot wounds while defending the Lyceum from an attacking mob using smoke grenades, tear gas, and bayonets. I like your singing, honey. I want you to know that. I like your singing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard it. I just want to let you know. Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. It's not interrupting. That's the other thing I wanted to say. Like Bob Ross had birds in the background. This car's going outside. There's distractions in life. If you can't focus on my words because of distractions, whether it's because I'm holding my phone and I keep fucking touching it, I'll set it down. Sorry. Or you can't understand because there's other noises or her singing. Fucking go back. Listen again. You know, if you care. If you don't care, fucking just move on. All right. 160 marshals would be injured. 28 marshals received gunshot wounds while defending the Lyceum from an attacking mob that used smoke grenades, tear gas, and bayonets. 2 civilians were injured during the riot. One named Paul Guihard, a French journalist. Guess which side he was on? And Ray Gunter, a jukebox repairman. Unaware of the riot, President Kennedy made an Oval Office address basically saying thank you to Mississippi for allowing James Meredith to do this. He said, you know what? Mississippi, I salute you guys. I mean, you guys did something incredible by integrating today because you're making this country free and fair. You're making this country the place it was supposed to be. You are bringing our people to the promised land. Woo! They were worshiping the calf. He didn't even realize it. So, once informed, Kennedy immediately invoked the Insurrection Act of 1807, which we've heard about recently. If you haven't, you're not in it. That's okay. And the U.S. Army was sent out under the Brigadier General Charles Billingsley, I don't even know, Charles, to quell the riot. Billingsley is Billingslea. The riot and the federal crackdown were a major turning point in the civil rights movement. It resulted in the desegregation of Ole Miss, University of Mississippi, the first integration of any public educational facility in Mississippi. We had to invade this fucking country. And these people were attacked. Some believe rightly, and those people are right and wrong. Jesus had to get martyred. If Jesus wasn't killed, what the fuck was the point of it? You don't think Jesus died? You don't think Jesus got killed? What the fuck are you doing? You don't think he was supposed to get killed? What the fuck are you doing? Get martyred. The final time troops were deployed during the civil rights movement is regarded as the end of the segregationist tactic of massive resistance. A statue of James Meredith now commemorates the event on campus, and the site of the riot is designated as a national historic landmark. Confrontation also clarified federal government's role in enforcing the court-ordered desegregation. After the enrollment of James Meredith, officials in the administration of JFK signaled that resistance by state authorities, including led by the governor, Barnett, would not prevent compliance with federal law. Andrew Jackson tells South Carolina, if you nullify the Constitution because you don't want to do my tariff, that's fine. I'll send in fucking troops, and I'll lead them myself like George Washington did against the Whiskey Rebellion. The first and last time a fucking sitting president has had to lead troops, and he led it on his own people because he's America's father, and he had to treat them right. They deserve that spanking. The soldiers didn't know what they fought for. They thought they fought for whiskey and cash. We fought for freedom. And that's in the whiskey and the cash, man. So anyway.
I was gonna say, dude, you gotta say it.
The line? You always gotta turn it on its head. Jesus proclaimed the upside down kingdom. Let me turn that upside down and put it right side up. I'm gonna flip it over again. I'm gonna flip it right side up. Now it's a circle. You don't know which way's up, which way's down. You're floating in space, man. Where's down in space? I don't know. The black holes, man. The black holes. Not even there. All right. Confrontation also clarified the federal government's role in enforcing court-ordered desegregation. After the enrollment of James Meredith, officials in the administration of JFK signaled that resistance by state authorities, including those led by Governor Barnett, would not prevent compliance with federal law. In subsequent years, several Southern universities integrated with a less direct confrontation, as the events at the University of Mississippi demonstrated that federal intervention would be used when necessary to uphold court rulings. This is done by both Republicans and Democrats. It is the most American thing there is. Thank you for the kisses. I love you. You're very pretty.
Alright.
Yeah. My girlfriend's the prettiest person that has ever existed. You people don't understand it. That's okay. You guys better not understand it. You guys better understand it. If you do either, I'll kill you. No, I'm just kidding. It's a death threat. Death threat. I just made a death threat against everyone in the universe.
Okay.
They're coming for us now, man. They're gonna get us. Hope the court knows what satire is. Have judges learned what satire is yet? Or is freedom of speech still a joke? Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence-free speech. Give me my consequences. Martyr me.
Well, they just took that one girl in for making the Netanyahu joke in Florida. Did you see that?
Oh. Benjamin Netanyahu, I love you, and I hope you listen to this, and I hope I melt your heart. I hope you stop killing those kids in Palestine. I hope you stop killing those kids in Iran. I hope you stop killing those kids in Lebanon. I hope you stop killing those kids in Iraq. And I hope you stop killing the Christians in all these places, and the Muslims in all these places, and the Jews in all these places, and the atheists in all these places. And I hope you stop killing everyone in all these places. I hope you stop. Oh, Pharaoh, I hope you fucking knock it the fuck off. Because there's a storm coming, motherfucker, and your children will die. And he will not pass over you in judgment. He'll pass over the Palestinians like nothing. And you will die. I won't kill you. Jesus Christ is going to kill you. Moses is going to kill you, motherfucker.
Oh.
He knows who Moses is. Benjamin Netanyahu, the leader of Israel, the judge, King David himself, King Solomon, knows who the fuck. No, who are you? You're Saul. Just like I'm Saul. You're King Saul. I'm Paul. I'm the folk singer. I'm King David. I'm the King of Israel. Jesus is the King of Israel. And he's the King of the Gentiles, not you. I look at your face, I don't see him. I see a master of war. And I love you. Even though I don't see it, I know that somewhere in there must be a person. You know? You know what I'm saying, Ava?
Sure.
And when your time comes, you deserve it, man. That sucks. No one should live such a life that any other person could ever say that you deserve it. Ross Barnett deserved it. And when Malcolm X said that JFK deserved it, we misunderstood him. What was the quote that he said? Get your autobiography of Malcolm X out. Open up to the right page. I gotta find it. I gotta grab my book. I'll be right back. I'm gonna find it. Because this is important, goddammit. On this radio show, we grab the book. We read from it. Ava, do you know where the fuck my books are? It's probably on the table. I don't know. I have books everywhere. Here we go. It was sitting right next to me. I walked away for no reason. I'm back. If you got meaning from that, because something in your life just happened, you get it. Ah. First of all, let's read this. We should read all of this. We'll do another. Mr. Elijah Muhammad teaches his followers that within 6 months' time, through telling lies that set the black men fighting among each other, this devil race, the white man, had turned what had been, he uses 3 E's. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but this is on page 166 of the, let me go to this text was printed, this is the 33rd printing, came out in 1992, and it is copyrighted to Alex Haley, and Malcolm X, 1964, and Betty Shabazz in 1965. Betty Shabazz, of course, being Malcolm X's wife. I hope that's true. I hope I didn't just lie to you. It has to be. Because that's when he died. Oh my God. They killed him. The autobiography of Malcolm X, by the way, this is his radio show. Books are also radio shows. You know, if you just got to learn how to listen to them. I gotta find something. What am I trying to find? The JFK thing?
Yeah.
It's somewhere in here. Maybe I should just tell you what it is and you'll know. I don't know what page it's on. Schopenhauer, Kant, Nietzsche. Naturally, I read all of those. I don't respect them. I respect them. Fuck you. Spinoza impressed me. A black Spanish Jew. What the fuck? Allies of God. Nat Turner. You guys gotta read this shit. It's so good. I gotta start putting tabs in my books. I gotta get fucking cut up sticky notes. Basically, Elijah Muhammad told him to stop fucking talking. And the reason why Malcolm X was told to stop fucking talking was for 2 reasons. The first was because Elijah Muhammad was in hot water. We'll talk about it. Not today. Some other day. I don't care about the Twins game. I care about my recording. And you okay? Elijah Muhammad was also paranoid because the press kept saying that Malcolm X was gunning for his job. And when the press starts saying that someone's gunning for your job, you don't like them. I mean, that's why the chief priests didn't like Jesus Christ. Chief priests are supposed to be the representatives of God, and Jesus Christ was coming about saying that he was God. And so Malcolm X was silenced, and he said something before he got silenced. Here's what he said. He said that the roosters had come home to roost about JFK. What does this mean? He said, well, JFK preached love. And the people with hate in their hearts hate it when they hear the message of love. So they go out and they kill him. And he's getting what happens to those people. And that's tough. The press loves doing this gotcha shit, just like I do. They love rage baiting. They love trolling. They love clickbait. Malcolm X, JFK's death. Roosters come home. Right? It's crazy. What is he really saying? We forgot, you know? Anyway, I'm going to take just a second here. I'm going to pause. I'm going to be back just a second here. It's going to be like nothing happened. Ava's tweaking. She doesn't know how blankets work. You put blankets on to warm up.
Yeah.
Take them off to cool down. She's just
That's
silly.
what I was saying.
No, it's not. You're crazy. She says I'm gaslighting you.
He's giving me a look that implies he's gaslighting.
Guys, I'm the greatest troll of all time. I troll everyone who I've ever talked to.
I swear to God.
Bob Dylan trolls the press more than I troll you, Ava. I'm just kidding. I troll her more. All right. We're going to do the last song. You got to listen to Oxford Town by Bob Dylan to understand that. Last thing we got to do is Days of Decision. This is the last song. I did a day's work. We did the show for a day. My goal is to do these weekly, and I can probably keep it up a little faster than weekly. Do quick ones occasionally, whatever. You know? By the way, what am I playing this on? I'm playing this on an Alvarez that cost something like $300 5 years ago. And it has cassette tape stickers on it that say, "This machine kills fascists," in Sharpie written on it. And then all the noise reduction stickers have "no" blotted out in them instead of "yes." We have a little typewriter that says something very small in letters you can't read. There's a stopwatch with a chain. And then there's a sticker, a piece of tape that was of a good friend of mine who sadly died. I'm just kidding. He's around. You can find him on Xbox Live. Is called Tussinator 8. If you go and add Tussinator 8 on Xbox, you get a shiny cookie. Let's let 1,000 people add this guy on Xbox Live and let him have no idea why. No one tell him. It'll be funny as fuck. It says "in memoriam" under that because this is an individual that went to school with me and then dropped out. So we kept the tape though. And I put it on my guitar and it's been there ever since. I should probably put it over here. Hold a second. Let me. Okay. On the shadows of doubt and many a wind, looking for an answer they're never gonna find. For but they better decide, 'cause they're running out of time. For these are the days of decision. This is by Phil Oakes. Oh, the games of the Stalin you cannot afford. Dark is the danger that's knocking on the door. And the far-reaching rockets say you can't wait anymore. For these are the days of decision. In the face of the people who know they're gonna win, there's a strength that's even greater than the power of the wind. The holy wind, the Holy Spirit. And you can't stand around when the ice is growing thin. For these are the days of decision. In the face of the people
What a good line. I love that one. Okay, let's do the next one. I've seen the heads hiding neath the blankets of fear, when the paths they are plain and the choices are clear. But with each passing day, boys, the cost is more dear. For these are the days of decision. There's many a cross that burns in the night, the fingers of the fire are pointing as they bite, and you can't let the smoke up keep on building in your sight. For these are the days of decision. Now the mobs of the anger are roaming the streets. From the rooftops they are aiming at the police on the beat. And in the city after city, they know they will repeat. For these are the days of decision. There's been warnings of fire, warnings of flood. Now there's the warning of the bullet and the blood. From the 3 bodies buried in the Mississippi mud. It's the Holy Trinity, if you didn't know. 3 great individuals. For these are the days of decision. There's a change in the wind and a split in the road. You can do what's right, or you can do what you are told. And the prize of the victory will belong to the bold. Yes, these are the days of decision. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great day. Over 3 hours. Hopefully that's a treat for you. The other, let me know how long you want these to be. We aren't doing any of that intro shit. You know, I'm not going to have I'm not live streaming these. I'll post the whole thing and you can listen to them immediately. You know, if you want me to do live shows, you can comment, whatever. I hope you had a great day. I hope you have a great night. Hope your heart softens, and I hope you see love in all things if you don't. And if you do already, I hope you really enjoy that. Because you should, and it's important. Turn on, tune in, and drop out, come together. Be a hippie, hate the hippies, love the hippies. I'll see you later. Should I say a thing? Should there be a classic thing? I've been Maverick. This is... What's it going to be called? What's the whole thing going to be called? I'm going to post every one of these. There's going to be a number with it.
Man, I don't know.
Man, I don't know. We can't call it man, I don't know. I wanted to do the bit of like, oh, you said something? Why not? Because we can quote the line from Pulp Fiction. We'll call it that. Man, I don't even have an opinion. We'll do man, I don't even have an opinion. But it'll be at the end. Right, the same name will be repeated at the end. So when people go into the description, they'll see it. And then at the beginning, they'll see the number and the title name. Because I know how YouTube names work, and I know you people are going to love that. Hope you people love this. 3 hours and 11 minutes. First radio show. And it's Civil Right. That's the episode name, by the way. You've just listened to a set that I call Civil Right. Ava's closing the window to end it. It's over.
It's a metaphor.
It is a metaphor. Everything's a metaphor. If you don't see the metaphor, if you don't get it, man. Get on it. Get stoned. Have a great day.